Lesson 3.5, Write and graph equations of lines. Now this is another review of Algebra 1, but this will help you later on for coordinate geometry. So here, slope-intercept form, remember, is represented in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Now in the standard form for an equation of a line will be ax plus by equal to c, where a and b cannot be equal to 0. And just for a quick review, to find the slope in standard form, you can do slope equals negative a over b. Just substitute in for the coefficients and multiply by negative 1 here, you'll get the slope. And you do not have to convert the equation back to slope-intercept form. Example 1, write an equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So in this graph here, you're already given the y-intercept, so you just need to find the slope. So I'm going to take 3 and subtract negative 1, and then 0 subtract 2. And this will be negative 2. And then I'm going to find a y-intercept, so already told you that earlier, so it's 0.03. Remember, the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis, okay, at x equal to 0. So the y-intercept is 3. Now write the equation. Y equals negative 2, the slope, x, plus 3. Example 2, write an equation of the line passing through the point 1, negative 1 that is parallel to the line with the equation y equals 2x minus 1. To find the slope, m, for this line you're looking for, you just have to use the slope of the line parallel to y equals 2x minus 1. So the slope is just 2, because when two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. Step 2, find the y-intercept b by using m equals to 2 and xy equals to 1, negative 1, because we want this line to pass through this point here. So y equals mx plus b, I know my y value is negative 1, my slope is 2, my x is 1, then my b is negative 3. So because m equals 2 and b equals negative 3, an equation of the line is y equals 2x minus 3. Now example 3, you have write an equation of the line J passing through the point 3, 2 that is perpendicular to the line K with the equation y equals negative 3x plus 1. So to find the slope of M of line J, the slope of K is negative 3. So to find the slope of line J, you have to take the negative reciprocal of negative 3, which is 1/3. And step 2, find the y-intercept of B by using m equals 1/3 and xy 3, 2. Now, slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b, we just sub in 2 for y and 1/3 for the slope, x for 3, and we solve for b. Cancel, then b is just 1. Because the slope is, or the perpendicular slope is 1/3 and the y-intercept is 1, equation of the line is 1/3 x plus 1. Example 4. The graph models the total cost of renting an apartment. Write an equation of the line. Explain the meaning of the slope and the y-intercept of the line. Okay, for step 1, we need to find the slope. So we're going to take 2375 and subtract 1250 and put it all over 5 minus 2. And this is going to be equal to 1125 over 3, which equals to 375. Now you could double check on that one. Now step 2, find the y-intercept. Use a point on the graph. So I'm going to use this point because 2 is smaller than 5. And I'm going to sub in 1250 for y. I'm going to sub in m for 375, and I'm going to sub in 2 for x. And then after solving for b, which is the y-intercept, we get 500. Now we can write the equation. Because m is 375 and b is 500, an equation will be y equals 375x plus 500. Now, the equation y equals 375x plus 500 models the cost here. The slope is the monthly rent, and the y-intercept is the initial cost, or the beginning cost to rent the apartment. So this is the initial cost. Example 5, graph 2x plus 3y equal to 6. So I'm going to use the x and y intercepts. When x is 0, y is 2. When y is 0, x is 3. So I'm ready to graph. And I'm done. Example 6. You can buy a magazine at a store for $3. You can subscribe yearly to the magazine for a flat fee of $18. After how many magazines is a subscription a better buy? Now you have two equations here. Yearly subscription can be represented by y equals 18. Okay, and then cost of one magazine, cost per mag, can be represented by y equals 3x. And we can graph this. And then y equals 3x. So to graph this, I'm going to begin at 0, 0, shift up 3 units. So since this is 3, I'm going to shift 1 to the right. And then I'm going to connect my points. And it should intersect at 618. So if I set 3x equal to 18, x would equal to 6. So 6 and 18. So I can conclude that it would be cheaper to buy individual if you buy less than 6 magazines per year. But if you buy more than 6 magazines per year, it is cheaper. With the subscription. So if it's less than 6 magazines, if you buy individual, it's cheaper. If it's greater than 6 magazines, then the subscription is cheaper. Now example 7, very quickly, the equation y equals 650x plus 425 models the total cost of joining a health club for x years. What are the meaning of the slope and the y-intercept of the line? So the slope here means the cost per year. The y-intercept means the initiation fee. So 425 is the y-intercept, the initiation fee. Okay, and quick review. How do you graph y equals to 3? 1, 2, 3. And x equals to 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't get it upside down. And we will continue the lesson in class.